You're watching Weekend at Gabe's and I'm Weekend Gabe. This latest episode was brought to you by the good folks over at the Ghetto Flower. Use our code W@G for an exclusive 15% discount when visiting their site. Tell them I sent you. Now enjoy the show.
Yo, broadcasting live to you and yours. It's Weekend Gabe holding you down on this Tuesday night, May 24th, 2022. We have an amazing show. We're back at it. Two legends or two icons, two great artists in the game are coming in. One's new to the game. One has been racking up years of experience. DJ King Marie is going to be joining us later in the show, but coming up in a few minutes, Heart Gaze is going to be joining us, who has a phenomenal track record of just absolutely killing everything he touches. And so I'm pretty sure this interview is going to be equally murdered. So we're going to have a lot going on tonight. Give us a follow on these socials at Weekend Gabe, at Weekend at Gabe's, at the Real Sam Crane, and the Ghetto Flower. And speaking of the Real Sam Crane,
you already know what's going on. Check it in live from the north side.
There you go, rep that shit.
West side too, though. With my whole heart.
Really quick, don't forget to use our coupon code at the Ghetto Flower, W@G, for 15% off all purchases of $50 or more. You can get some great swag like what I'm wearing tonight.
Look at you. You're so branded today. I'm so proud of you.
Listen, it's all I got. It's all I got. I did laundry over the weekend. I was like, oh, shit. Okay, cool. Can wear this on Tuesday. It's real life over here. It's saying rap life. It's real life over here. But yeah. But we got a great show coming up tonight. Heart Gaze is going to be checking in with us. He has two brand new videos and singles out. Do Not Disturb with Victor Internet, which he's an amazing artist himself and pretentious with the Don Diaz. So he got a couple new records that we're going to shake out and talk a little bit about his background coming to Chicago from Argentina. So, and then 8:35, DJ King Marie, again, just a legend in her own right. Well-deserving. We're just going to refer to her as King.
It was fun doing the DJ King Marie research because she had a lot of media out there. I love that, guys. Guys, when you come on this show, it's fun when you did an interview already. You know what I mean? That's like, it's crazy. A lot more to talk about.
Yeah, it definitely gives us a little bit more room to ask some really great questions. Go to some of those other outlets when you're just like starting out on the SoundCloud tip. Let some other people ask those sort of foundational questions.
Yeah. Holler at us a year later after those people do their terrible interviews. We'll do a good one.
Sometimes you don't have to wait to just have a SoundCloud experience to have a bad interview. So
but anyways, Gabe, it's time to get to America's favorite segment, and that is brought to you by the good folks over at the Ghetto Flower. Right now, you can go to their website where they have their own Fresh Flowers podcast with Kalia X out right now, so please go check that out. But ladies and gentlemen, you don't care, your mom doesn't care, your grandma does not give a shit, but there is one man who cares so that nobody has to, and that is Weekend Gabe.
All right, over the weekend, it was mentioned that Lupe Fiasco, our own Chicago legend, is going to be teaching a hip-hop course over at MIT. And if you're like, what is MIT? Guess what? We got you covered. That's the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. That's where they build all those killer fucking robots that you see videos of floating around of. Those guys make that shit. That Black Mirror shit, they make that shit in real life. But Lupe Fiasco is going to be joining the MLK Visiting Professor Program and part of the Arts and Humanities Department. Listen, I've never had a celebrity professor, but this one would be pretty cool, man. I would like to sit in on a Lupe Fiasco course for about 16 weeks and learn the art of rap.
Here's what I'm curious of. How many credits do you get for completing Lupe Fiasco's course, Rap 101?
I would say probably 3. I think there's only like a 3
credits.
course.
3 credits. Okay. I don't know how 3 credits is a lot of credits where I come from, but I don't
know. 4 was a heavy lift. 3 was
four was a heavy class, but if you could squeeze 2 out of it, he was really doing something right. So, shout out to the MIT kids. I hope they go get some credits for this. But if your raps is whack, he's gonna give you an F. So
I wonder if it's like actually like child rap, opportunities in there. He's like, yo, I'm gonna show you how bar structure, how syllables work, placing, words in places that fit in line, and then here you take this home and do your own shit, and then come back and then I'm gonna judge you, and then just like give everyone Fs.
It'd be hard to impress Lupe. I think so. Speaking of which, new Lupe music out right now, and you can see it and listen to it on the Audius Mix, which is dropping tomorrow on audius.co/Sam Crane and also SoundCloud at The Real Sam Crane. So get up with me.
Listen, all right, sounds cool. But shout out to Lupe Fiasco, man. I think the Ninth Wonder is doing something at Durham, North Carolina. I think that Jermaine Dupri at one point was doing his own university. There's a lot of these artists who were, hitting the university trail. Jizza was doing his own lecture hall somewhere, I think NYU for a while.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, man, rap is in the classroom. That's where I like it. I mean, outside the classroom too, but, hey. All right, let's get to our next story. This one's kind of fun because it just reminds us of how old and how much technology has changed. Phone Booth. Remember this film? Did you see this at all? No? All right. Listen, it's actually really good. Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell was in a movie called Phone Booth?
Yes.
Was this just Eagle Eye before Eagle Eye?
No, not at all. This one is like your life is on the line, so listen, the pun is very much intended. But he's trapped inside the phone booth for the entirety of the movie, and someone's trying to kill him, but also he's like wanted for like a murder or something like that, so he can't get off the phone, and if he comes out, someone's gonna kill him. That's what I remember. Anyways, but the key part of this was the phone booth, right?
Yeah.
All right. How many phone booths have you recently seen?
I saw a couple on the train the other day, but apparently New York is done with the public pay phone as it removes the very last one.
Like at one point, over 6,000 public telephones were in New York City, and this is one of the last ones to be removed. A relic, as being referred to in the New York Post. And they started taking these out in 2015 with officials citing a need for a digital innovation. Listen, man, sometimes payphones do come in handy. I'm not saying that we should abandon the idea.
I'm just like the idea has to evolve. Like if we're gonna have a payphone, what if it's just an iPad in a wall and I can use iMessage on that bitch? You know what I mean? Like that's
exactly
really all I need. And I would, like those services to be free, but you can't always get what you want. Tap to pay is a thing. I'll tap to pay to send a text in an emergency when I ain't got my phone. But also, why wouldn't I have my phone? I must have just dropped it on the train track or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Or you just recently got robbed and you're in a place where
there's hardly any use case for these things. There's only the drama use cases. No, I'm not with
I mean, these are like the extreme cases of not having a phone, but it's not that it couldn't happen, but the percentage of it happening to you is fairly low. But I like the idea of having some form of public communication that you could pay for either digitally or, free of charge. I don't know. However your city decides to roll this out. But I think this is kind of like, it kind of makes me feel more alone than man, we're just getting rid of these things. I kind of like the idea of having these things around, just even if there's only a few of them. This feels sad. I don't know why. Probably because I used to call, my wife to come pick me up from the train station, when I didn't have a cell phone. The payphone was real for me. All right, this one is a great story. A 2-year-old in Texas decided to order 31 cheeseburgers from his mom's phone because she left it unlocked. And this is why the children do not play with Papa Gabe's phone, because of this fuckery. This happened via DoorDash. This is Kelsey Gordon from Texas. Said her 2-year-old son Barrett started yanking on her phone and started pressing some buttons, and then she's noticed that DoorDash pulled up to her door with an order, and she was confused as to what was going on. And then she found out that he had ordered 31 cheeseburgers. And if you're like, what do 31 cheeseburgers look like? Here's what they looks like right there.
I've never seen pure unbridled joy on a child's face quite like that. That is a young businessman, is what that is.
Listen, man. This should have been Tony Stark's daughter. I'm just saying. Um, the plot twist is that the family doesn't even like burgers.
Oh, it's literally just the kid. Even better. Kid made a pimp decision. All these 31 burgers. You guys don't even like them. Give them to me.
Yeah, they ended up giving them away to people who passed by, including one pregnant woman who got 6 burgers. And no judgment at all.
No.
So listen, man. Shout out to Barrett, man. He won the day for ordering 31 cheeseburgers. Real heroes don't wear capes, folks. Just letting you know. All right, that's going to be our news tonight on this Tuesday, May 24th, 2022.
Thank you for watching the latest episode of Weekend at Games on YouTube, brought to you by the Ghetto Flower. Make sure to also click on the links in the description for more information to our guests and access to exclusive new music from the Ghetto Flower and so much more. Make sure to also like and subscribe to the show, and also continue to share, support, and show love by clicking on any of the links surrounding my head. Thanks for watching.